Good morning. How are you today? Hope everything's good. It's Michelle from Spinnekroken in Kongsberg, and this is my channel where I talk about what I'm working on, a little bit about the yarns that I'm using, what I've got finished, any other handwork interests or plans or projects that I'm working on. Talk a little bit about what's happening with my store, any news that might be of interest, and every once in a while I mention some other things. It's been a while since the last episode. That was actually before I was going to take holidays, so there's been a few things happening since then. I've got some news to share. Well, actually I did share it already on social media, Instagram and Facebook, but I'll talk a little bit more about it at the end. Yeah, today is Tuesday, October 11th. Really nice fall weather outside. It's actually sunny today. The leaves are turning color, lots of beautiful oranges, reds, yellows. It's a nice time of the year before the snow comes. I hope you're having good weather. Well, let's get started. I'm wearing my Ildsluger. It's a sweater designed by Hannah Women for Filcolana, and the translation to English is Fire from the Circus. What's it called? Can't even remember. Fire Eater, it says in their lookbook. You know, the guy at the circus or the girl at the circus that takes the flaming rod and swallows it. That's what the inspiration is anyways. This is from Filcolana's Into the Circus collection. And their model is in a little more bright orange color. I think that's really pretty too, but for me, I felt better going with the blue. The yarns that it's knit in are Saga, which is 100% wool, lamb's wool, together with Alva, which is 100% alpaca. And the contrast color is Saga, together with Tilia, which is silk mohair. Very nice and soft and warm and comfortable. And it's always an advantage to have the pattern for free. Filcolana puts out all of their patterns for their collections on their website. They're all free. So go and have a look. I like it. Last time I was working on my second Dingley Dell t-shirt by Isabel Kramer, and it is finished, and I am very pleased with it. I put some pictures on Instagram and Facebook, so you can always go and have a look there if you want some close-ups. I really like the details. The yarn is Kupa from Myak. And I've used these beautiful colors. It's 50% yak and 50% cotton. Very soft. Has kind of a dry feel. It's hard to describe properly, but it's really, really nice and very comfortable to wear. So I was really pleased with that. I'm sure I'll get a lot of wear out of it. It's a little too cold probably now to wear it without anything over, but inside a blazer or cardigan or something, you can wear it all year round. The colors I used were Aventurina and Samana. I think they're pretty together. As far as I know, that's probably the only thing I got finished since the last time I made an episode. I did take some knitting with me on our trip to Canada, but I didn't really knit very much. We were too busy having fun and traveling and visiting friends and family and golfing. So, but that's what holidays are for. After I got back though, I started, I did mention in the last episode that the lookbook for the new collection, which Filcolana has for fall and winter this year, is called All That Jazz. And the lookbook arrived, and I have knit this beautiful shawl. I think it's so gorgeous. It's huge. And the lace pattern, I think, is really pretty. It's not that hard to remember. It's easy once you've marked off how many repeats you have in the row, and you follow the chart, and I think it went quite quickly. I don't really think that it would be the best beginner pattern for lace because of the size of it. But on the other hand, as long as you take your time, if you've never done lace before, I'm sure you could manage it. It's a very, what's it called? It's very intuitive. So you kind of understand quite quickly the construction and the lace pattern. At least that's what I felt. And of course, if you start it and have any trouble or anything, just contact me. We'll see if we can help. Here's the lookbook, All That Jazz. And this is the picture of the shawl. It's called Nova. And it's also a free pattern on Filcolana's website. The designer for this pattern is Karen S. Lauger, or Lykkefanten. So this is also designed for Filcolana exclusively. Really, really nice. I'm looking forward to wearing it. It's knit with two yarns held together, Saga, which is 100% lamb's wool, and Alva. The model I made and the model that the designer has made are in the colors 311 in the Saga and 285 in the Alva. Very comfortable to knit with. Soft, and I don't find knitting with two yarns held together a problem at all. I guess it's probably just something that you have to get used to if you've never done it before. Maybe start with a small project and give it a try. I enjoyed it. So, lots of colors to choose from if you're not a fan of this combination. Go and check it out. As I've mentioned a couple of times, I'm going to be a grandma for the first time in December. So I have been doing some baby knitting after I got back from Canada. I forgot to take pictures of pictures of everything. So we'll see what I can manage to take pictures of and maybe add on Instagram or something later. It's really fun making small garments. I'd forgotten what it was like because I haven't made very many since my son was little. So, but I've made a few things. I made the Selma's sleeping suit. I think that's what it's called, from Petite Knit. I did that in Peruvian Highland wool. Worked out perfectly. And I've made a Anchors onesie, also by Petite Knit. And I did that in Brooklyn Tweed Peary. Worked perfectly. So it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to making even more children's garments. Obviously, when the baby gets to be a little bit bigger, I'll have to supplement with some bigger sizes and stuff, so that'll be nice. My friend Hilde from Strikkeret Design has just come out with a pretty little set for a baby. She's called it Benjamin's set. There's a picture of it. I decided to give that a try. And I'm knitting it in Filcolana Pernilla in the color 977, which is marzipan. I think it's kind of a good light color for a baby. Doesn't always have to be bleached white or pink or blue, or I like colors. There's the bonnet. I've just knitted. I haven't blocked it or sewn in the ends or anything. There's that beautiful corn stitch or grain stitch or something. Can you see the detail? I think it's pretty and it's fun to knit. Hilda has a really nice tutorial on YouTube on how to knit it as well. I believe it's inspired by some designs by Denise Sampson. So check it out. That's the bonnet. Oh, I-cord ties to be sewn on. And I've started on the jacket. Haven't gotten very far, but it's knit back and forth in the flat with a combination of stockinette and the lovely grain stitch. So we'll see how far I get on that. I'll keep you updated. Pernilla is a really nice yarn to knit with as well. It's not the finest baby yarn, but it's soft and very round yarn, so the stitch definition is quite clear, and it wears beautifully. So I can definitely recommend that if you're looking for a good yarn for children or baby clothes that's not superwash. Yeah, other than that, I've decided to move my store location. I've been here in this location for 5 years now, and I've loved being here. It's a beautiful old building, and I've really found it airy and light, and yeah, just good atmosphere in the building. It's unfortunately tucked a little bit off to the side. I know some of my customers, they complain that it's hard to find parking close by, and it's not easy to actually find me, even though I've tried to do everything I can to make myself visible. And to be truthful, there are still people that come in the store that live in Kongsberg and say, well, I didn't know that you've been here. How long have you been here? And like I said, I've been here for 5 years. So I thought I'd try to see if I could get a little bit more visibility and accessibility by moving to a new location closer to the square that's just down the block here on the west side of Kongsberg. And luckily, a very nice location opened up, and I've been getting things ready, and we'll be moving most likely this weekend. So officially, I'll be opening in the new location on November 1st, but next week I'll probably be transitioning things. So you might find me here, you might find me there, but at one of the places you'll find me anyway. So, but I'll keep you updated. Moving is a lot of work, but it's really exciting too. And I hope if you get the chance, you'll come and visit me in the new location. I'd really like to see you. That's about it for this episode. Like I said, I haven't really been able to do much, get much knitting finished or anything like that. So been focusing on moving locations, and it does take a lot of time. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying your projects. Whatever you're working on, let me know. That would be nice. Comment below if you're working on anything similar to what I'm working on. Then that would be nice to know as well. Any suggestions for any nice patterns for the new baby that's coming, I'd appreciate to hear about those. Yeah, just in general, I hope you're enjoying your hobbies, your handwork, knitting, crocheting, weaving, embroidery, sewing, whatever it is you're doing. And I appreciate you taking the time out to take a look at my episode, and I hope you'll come back for the next one. Until then, happy knitting!